Hi, everybody. Welcome to our monthly date with Nate. Favorite date I have all month.
Oh, that's nice.
And I'm always excited when Nate comes on. And then once a month, we do it also on his channel where we do a pre recorded show according to your questions or requests or just whatever we are picking
Deep
up in the
dives.
news
Yes.
at the time. So, and we usually pick one or two topics and then just go in and do a deep dive on it. And that's a lot of fun too. So it has pushed me to do things that I didn't realize I was quite capable of doing yet. Nate has put me in. No, you can do that. Come on, let's channel it. Go in there. And then I'm in there and I'm like, oh my God, I don't know if I want to do this. It can be a little intimidating when you push yourself to either do like a remote view or do a channeling and at first you feel kind of silly trying to push yourself in there and then all of a sudden boom you're there and it's like, ooh, wait a minute, okay. You have to kind of catch your breath with it, or at least I do. So oh my goodness. So hello everybody, thank you for coming. Oh, Anita and Alex are here, the psychic dummy. We got to get together, girl. I've been trying to get you on my channel forever. I'm going to email you. I think I have your email. You email me, swampvoices@gmail.com. That way, I think that's why I haven't been able to get in touch with you because I didn't have your email. Um, so Nate, what you got coming up? Anything special? Any special shows?
Real quick, tomorrow, two shows. First, there will be a recorded of Meet the Psychic Press. I expect 3 viewers to coming into the studio with their questions and answer their questions. So that would be something that people really love because they can see themselves in the recording studio. And so that's really kind of a different kind of show. And then on Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern, live personal readings. So, yeah.
And Nate's Ask a Psychic. What's the name of it again? I'm saying it wrong.
Meet the Psychic Press.
Meet the Psychic Press. That's what it is. It's a really good show. If y'all have not caught it, you need to tune in whenever he drops that because it's from our perspective, it's really helpful when you can talk face to face to somebody,
Yes.
even when it's just on camera, because you can pick up on the energy better, stronger for those answers. I know a lot of us much prefer being able to look at somebody when we're reading for them. But it's very interesting and some really good questions get asked
Yes.
that,
And it is an actual reading with a person asking a question. We actually never do actual readings face to face, kind of otherwise, because we answer questions, but it's from the chat or from a list. But this is actually a reading that takes place with a question and someone who answers the question. So, and also, I'll just add on that if you want to be in the show, you just email me and it's
yeah,
open. You can be.
there
Yes.
you go. You can get on there. And Juniper Vale says the Meet the Psychic Press is really fun.
Good.
And Anita says Nathe rocks. And wait, somebody else said something that I saw and I wanted to put it up there. Or maybe that was it. I don't know.
Yeah.
My chat keeps jumping on me. So anyway, so put
And
it
what
in
about you,
if I
Sherry?
didn't.
What
Um,
going? Yeah.
well, today I have a lot. Let's see. After we get through, and then I'm going to be a guest on Sun Psychic Jean's channel at 2 o'clock Central. And then I got to go grocery shopping, and then I got the slumber party, and I've got like 3 videos I need to make, and not wait until 9 o'clock tomorrow night to do them. I need to go ahead and do them now. I tend to put it off, put it off, put it off, and then it's 9 o'clock Sunday night, and I'm like, oh crap, I didn't get that done. And so I'm trying to break myself of the habit from that. Um, so happy Saturday, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, looks like we've already got several questions. And well, Terry, reach out to Nathe anyway. Maybe there's a way, there's a workaround for that. So
It doesn't have to be a fancy anything.
yeah.
And I wish I could show you my background or my real room, and I'm sure Sherry feels the same. There's nothing fancy
If you
about.
could see what's behind the screen, you would go, it looks like a bomb blew up back there. It's like all I have no room. And so it's crap just piled up and yeah, it's like that's the best gift I ever got was that screen because it hides all of my mess. And
Some of us has like a folding chair with a computer on it, and you just don't know it.
That's it. That's it. I mean, I'm set up here with I've got a desk lamp and a floor lamp, and my son gave me a colored lamp over here that he has several of them that he uses when he's recording music. And so I can do the lights, red, blue, green, whatever, and kind of change the color tone of the light that just kind of comes from the side. And just like my mic,
like
I have a ring light, but it makes me crazy because it shows up on my glasses when I'm trying to read, and if I take my glasses off, I can't see anything. So, because I'm blind as a bat, just like my microphone, I've got one of those really nice standalone microphones, and it's a complete surround sound microphone. It picks up from all sides of it. It just looks like a round cylinder. That was his mic that he used to record, and when he upgraded to a more high-tech mic, I got his cast off here, which is really nice and one I couldn't have afforded for myself. Just like my new camera that I got is from my brother, who won a camera in something with school, I don't know, and he won a camera, and he didn't like it. He didn't like the way it worked, and so he came in and said, hey, you want this? I don't like it. If you don't want it, I'm going to give it to somebody else. I said, no, I'll take it. And because I was using an old camcorder that was plugged into the computer before I got this camera. That's what I was using, was a camcorder. And so we have workarounds. We figure it out how we're going to make it work. So don't let that get in your way if you want to go on with Nathe or I. And then at the end of the month, Nathe and I are doing, before I forget, put this in y'all's earworm for you. On November 1st, Nathe and I are doing a double members meeting for both of our members. And we're going to do like a Halloween party type meeting for both of our members on Zoom. So that ought to be fun.
And maybe some prizes to win and things like that.
Some prizes to win and stuff like that. We're going to dress up in costume, right? Weren't we going to dress up in costume? I don't know.
Yeah,
I got to go. I got to replace a few of my costume pieces because the cats have gotten hold of it. And so I used to have a thingy with long hair that was really pretty. And yeah, the cats have eaten most of it. So trying to hide it from them. So especially the little one. Oh my God, he's into everything. Jeez Louise. He is all over the place. We thought he was a he when he was born, and then we thought, well, no, he looks like a she, and so we started calling him Bonnie or Bonbon. And then when his testicle dropped, we realized, oh, it really is a boy. So he's back to Bruno. which is what we called him in the beginning because he was the biggest one out of all the 5 kittens that were born. And so we just called him Bruno the Bruiser. And yeah, he's a bruiser. He bruises all of us up. He just, oh my God, he's all over the place. A lot of fun to watch. I literally, because he wouldn't calm down last night while my son was at work. And if I left him in the bedroom, he would cry and cry and cry. And then if I tried to let him out here, he was like destroying my tabletop and everything. And I was like, okay, no, I got all the animals in the bedroom. And I went and sat back on my son's bed and said, okay, I'll just wait till he gets home. And I went to sleep. And when he got home from work, he was like, okay, Mom, I want my bed back. I'm like, okay, it's all yours. You get all the animals too. I don't want them to come with me. So they've been bouncing and crawling on me the whole time I was sleeping. So yeah, it was that kind of night. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Alex says he does videos from his mansion. You go, Alex. That's very good. From the psychic dummy.
Yeah.
Alex is the dummy. Anita is the voice behind the wooden man. So and they're hilarious together, ventriloquists. She's really good at it. And I like this. My background hides my Pilates studio, which resembles a medieval torture chamber. Yeah. I got you. I understand that one. All right, let's go ahead and get started here. Up first, Angie Gutierrez. Can you please ask my guides to tell me something that is important? Something that is important. So I hope I took my cards out, huh? Something that is important. And if you're ready before me, Nate, go right ahead. I think you're still shuffling like I am.
Yeah, Angie. My first 2 cards from the tarot, I have Justice and the Judgment. It's almost like you're waiting on, or you're about to receive some sort of news that will make you feel something about fairness, something that you're waiting to get, that you feel has to deal with balance or fairness, or something that will give you a sense of peace of mind. And then my oracle deck is light, and so it feels also that the information you'll get will give you clarity. So if I kind of combine that into a message, I feel like you're waiting on some sort of message to give you clarity and peace of mind. And I feel like this kind of energy is about to come through to you. So it feels like a lot of light coming your way. Yeah, light. It's both light and clarity. So I got also the 9 of Wands, which adds on to a healing energy. So I feel like this is also kind of helping you to feel better, to heal. So that's what I'm getting. Let's see if Sherry can again.
I forgot to grab an oracle deck. All right. Well, to start with, I got the Knight of Cups reversed. And so this is talking about disappointments. That's kind of your present point of view. You've been very disappointed about something, or not getting something, or waiting for something, and you're just a lot of disappointment there because it's not coming through fast enough. And then I got the Empress reversed. And so this is talking about having a creative block, impatience. You're waiting on whatever it is to come in, and you're impatient because it hadn't got here yet. That's what it's telling me. And then I got the Magician. Now this is a very good card, because a magician has all of the different elements at his disposal to use. So whatever is required, he just reaches out and it's right there and he can use it, whether if it's cups for something emotional, or wands for something intellectual, or that kind of thing. Whatever it is that you need, he has. And then he also has the infinity symbol, above his head, saying that it's whatever it is he's striving to do is unlimited potential. That's how I've always seen that, because it's infinite, so it's unlimited. And then let me do a few quick. Okay, and then for your oracle, you got different dimensions. It just says not here. So some of what you're seeking is not here in this dimension. You got to kind of reach into your spiritual side and let your guides talk to them. They hear you. Talk to them. Just simply say, okay, what direction do you want me to go in? Give me a sign. Show me something. Whatever it may be, a song, a movie clip, an article you see or something, anything that'll help you refocus into what it is they want you to look at. And that's what I'm getting for you. So whatever is important, you're just waiting for it to get here. But they're not telling me what it is. So I hope that helps, Angie. Let us know, what may come up.
Yep.
And all right, let's see. Brenna is next. What do you see happening for me before the end of the year? Before the end of the year.
I'm happy to start just to get going. The Eight of Swords, Brina, feels like you are feeling a bit constrained or waiting for something. And then I see what you're waiting for, Strength and Six of Wands, that you're going to get and receive. And so I feel like you're waiting on something. I was like tuning in like it could be something material or financial. And I see what you're expecting to come through. They want you to ease into it. This is a card of meditation. This is a card of releasing. In other words, Brenna, like what you really want to manifest, and I feel like I'm going to share this with all of us, is that the more you want something, the more you hold on something, the more you're blocking this energy for this, whatever you want to come to you or being released. The opposite, when you let it go, when you're released, when you accept and when you surrender, this is when what you want will come even faster. So long story short, there's something that I see coming for you, but you have to basically release and surrender to make it happen faster. So let yourself ease into it.
Yeah. All right. I started out with the Chariot reversed. So that's kind of your present state right now, where you're at right now. That's lacking direction. You're trying to get that self-discipline to go figure, to follow through to the end of the year. You're seeking that self-discipline. You feel a little out of control with some things that are happening around you, but as you get more focused on what direction you want to go in, the less that will be an issue for you. And then your past, I got the Queen of Swords, which is unbiased judgment. That's independent, clear boundaries. So you've always been kind of very self-focused. You kind of got it in, you got an idea of where you want to go, how you want to get there, and you follow that through. And so that's just a little reminder you can get there again. You just have to kind of refocus your attention. And then for your future, I got the Two of Pentacles reversed. And this just talks about being overcommitted or being disorganized. So you want to make sure that you don't overcommit yourself. Make sure whatever you commit to doing, you actually have time to do it and do it well, so that you feel better about it and you're not like all bummed out because you're running in circles trying to get everything done and nothing's getting accomplished. So you got to kind of prioritize what it is you want to do, get yourself set back up. And then with that, I got sacred geometry, and it says seeds of creation. So when you think of being disorganized, not sure, what direction you want to go in, this kind of fits right in, because what does geometry do? Geometry gives you very set, clear lines. No matter what the shape is, it's very clear, very sharp. You know if you're working with a triangle or a square or a circle or whatever, but geometry fits so much into our day-to-day lives, a lot more than people realize. And it also goes right in with your spiritual side, because a lot of spirituality is based on sacred geometry and how it's always been used by those of the past that taught esoteric topics, and seeds of creation. You start getting it lined up, you're going to start seeing a lot of creative processes becoming simpler to do. It's just going to kind of open up for you. So I think that just refocus, reprioritize, and I think the rest is going to take care of itself. So
just to validate what you were saying, Sherry, Brina was saying, I have a full-time job and 2 side gigs. When you think about it, a full-time job and 2 side gigs, that's like a triangle. You were talking about a triangle.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, hi, my Cajun cousins here, Katie and Proud. Let's see. And if we can't get to you today, now, because we're kind of limited on our time, back for the slumber party tonight and just let me know, hey, you couldn't get to me earlier, so I'm back. And then that way I can put you to the front of the line, so you get your question done, because I try to get everybody done. It's just, we would be here all day if we did that. We both have prior commitments that we have to go to as soon as this is over. So let's see.
Okay, so she's seeing the triangle. Yes, that makes complete sense, Brina. And I wanted to kind of, if it's okay, I saw a message from Terry. She said, I feel kind of bad asking questions these days. Don't feel bad asking
Don't
questions.
ever feel
We're
bad
here.
for asking.
Yes. And we, when you work with your intuition, you kind of have to work with it. Otherwise, if you don't practice it, it just comes through headaches. And I know we're here for you, but we're also here for ourselves, because it's part of what we do. And if we were not doing this, we would feel headaches. We would feel different ways.
Yeah. It's the first time I picked up the cards when I got my first deck. It was like instantly the feeling came over me of, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
And it was very much a calling that I didn't realize I was being called. I just was very much that disorganized, disoriented, knowing that I'm supposed to do something, and I just didn't know what it was. And so I kind of fumbled from thing to thing to thing to thing, and nothing fit, nothing worked. And then when somebody was like, "Yeah, no, you're supposed to be reading cards," and then she sent me a deck of cards, and the minute I got them, it was like, oh wow, this is what I'm supposed to do. It was boom, clear as a bell. Now that doesn't mean that I wasn't scared witless to do it because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And you watch other readers and you're like, God, I'll never be that good. I'll never be able to just spit it out and just yeah, you will. It just practice. The more you do it, the easier it comes.
And it can be your first ever reading, and you might be really spot on with whatever you see.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You just got to go with what it is, your intuition, what it is the guides are telling you. That's a hard part because in the beginning I wanted to stick to the book. What does the book say? And I still like to use cards with keywords because then I can name the keywords to whoever I'm reading for so that they have in their mind kind of what the direction is. But sometimes I get a completely different message from that card that's not on a keyword.
Of course.
It just depends on it just depends on what the guides tell me to do. So you just have to be open to it. Hey, Dan is here. I met Dan through Linda G's channels, so that's how I knew who he was because he was always there. So then,
And Dan was on my Meet the Psychic Press panel a couple of
he
people.
was a couple of shows back, wasn't it? Yeah. So yeah, I feel like I know Dan, even though we've never met, because we've just been in the chat together for so many years. So let's see. I'm eligible to retire from teaching at the end of this year. There's just from me, Sherry, I would say, do you need to work one more year? Is it necessary? Or is it not going to matter if you work one more year or not, financially speaking? If you retire tomorrow, is it going to be any different than if you retired a year from today? If it's not going to affect your pocketbook or how you pay your bills and just function day to day, then then that turns into a spiritual question of, do I keep going or do I stop now and do artwork? I mean, you are Dan, artist painter, so I'm assuming you've got lots of artwork to do. And Nathe, you go right ahead if you're ready.
Okay. Look at those cards then. The first one is called Fusion, where you see two circles here. The other one is called Equity, which is also a connection of two things. The point here is that you are a teacher, but you also have an activity of being a painter, and being a painter in your as a business, as a hobby, as a calling, it's more than a hobby. It's as a passion, but as a business as well. What I get to those cards is that it's not just a question of money. It's a question of the energy that you put into the education as a teacher. It's an energy that you're not putting in your painting career. And so if you imagine being able to put that energy that you use today in your as a teacher into your painting career, energetically it would really, really speed it up. And if you look on the other side of the coin, is that the energy that you're putting into your career is preventing you to put all of your eggs in the basket of your painting business and career. And that's really what you want to develop. And so, in other words, from a spiritual standpoint, you want to focus all in your energy in terms of what you really want to manifest. And because you're distracted by the education and by a teacher, you don't have by default all of your focus on your painting career. As a result, I really advise you to focus on your future, focus on where your passion is, because that's what you'll grow. Your focus, your mind is where it's going to be your manifestation. So spirit will look at where you put your energy, and you're being distracted from your goal. In other words, I
Yeah.
suggest you retire so that you it give the full energy for your painting career.
Yeah. All right. First thing I got was the Eight of Cups reversed. This is kind of like where you are right now, and that's indecision. Very simple. I mean, that's just simply putting it. You're undecided what to do. Do I do this or do I do that? Do I go here or do I go there? Um, and then I got the Ten of Wands, which is that's usually a burden, carrying a burden. This was your past. You've carried that burden. It doesn't mean it's a bad thing that you're carrying this burden, but you've been wrapped around your teaching and taking care of your students and making sure that they get the best education you can give them. Um, and that can feel like a burden at times because my brother's a teacher. I know I watch him, have to struggle sometimes with trying to reach certain kids that just seem to just not grasp something. Um, and then I got the Six of Cups reversed, and that's talking about moving forward, independence, making new choices. So that right there is telling me, yeah, dude, if you're ready to retire, go for it. Um, and then I got silicon symbiosis, and it says AI reliance. So um, with the growth and explosion of AI and chat GPT and all that kind of stuff, there are so many other directions you can go in that would really incentivize you to stretch out into new areas. That would be something you might want to look into if you do retire, because now you have the time to explore all of these extra things that you're like, I always wanted to learn how to do that, or I always wanted to try this, or that kind of thing. And then there's so much new going on with AI now. I mean, I work in computer science. It's amazing what I'm seeing the students do as things just kind of explode around us, of moving forward. So, but I mean, if you want to stay teaching, then this very well could mean this is a new avenue for you to use for your teaching. It can bring so many more new things into what it is that you're sharing with your students. So it all goes back to your indecision. You've got to go with what you think feels best for you. Um, that's what I'm getting. So let us know. Let us know how that goes. Um, let's see. Karina Morazan, do you see my income improving at all? Let's see. Will Karina's income improve in 2025? Thinking. Will opportunities arise for Karina to have her income improve in 2026? Ooh, it stopped. That went directly to yes. So whatever it is, it's coming up 2026. So there may be things that you need to work on now that's going to bolster that and kind of push it off. And then I got genetic alchemist. So this is talking about unlocking ancient codes. So as you work and explore new things, that's going to open up on your income level as you push forward. What did you get, Nate?
Yeah, kind of something along the same line. The Queen of Wands that tell me that this is definitely within your ability to make more income. But with the judgment and the initiation, something that came to mind is that have you asked your spirits, your angels, whoever you believe in, God, the matrix, whoever you believe is part of your spiritual belief system, have you asked openly that I need help? Have you told them, please bring me these, please bring me that? I feel like there's a part here where you gotta ask. And I know this is the simple way, it feels very obvious, but I think it's like a lot of us have been in this situation where we want something and then all of a sudden it's like, have you asked for it? Well, actually, no. So you gotta ask for it.
Yeah.
I'm questioning, have you really asked for it? To your you ask daily, continue. Continue. Because that's
Yeah.
the right. Yes.
Yes, you got to put it out there. Start manifesting that, just.
It will be heard. It will be heard.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't be negative about it. Just focus on the positive end of it. I expect my income to improve by this amount in 2026, and I'm moving towards
And
a
think,
better job.
yeah,
Yeah.
and think very specifically of what you ask. I know, Karina,
Yes.
you say I ask daily, but reflect on what you're asking. Is it fully aligned with what you want? Is it specific enough? Does it have a number? Does it have a timeline attached to it? It's great that you're asking, but maybe review what you're asking and maybe change what you're asking. Perfectly. Yes. Let's try that. Yes.
Yeah. Um, absolutely. Uh, let's see. All right. Donna asked, what is 31 Atlas? It is an interstellar object that has come into our universe, into our solar system. From what I've watched on it, at first they thought it was a comet, and then they thought it was just like space junk flying. Who knows what's coming from the. I mean, it came from outside of our universe, so that's why it's an interstellar thing. But from what I've been hearing, it has literally changed its trajectory around objects so that it like doesn't run into something, like it's steering its course. And so there's a lot of questions now about, is this a probe, or is this some kind of alien instrumentation to see what's here and who's here. Uh, I mean, nobody really knows, and I've heard a lot of really wild conspiracy theories on it. That who knows, people make up all kinds of stuff. But I heard from Neil deGrasse Tyson who I put a lot of credibility into knowing what he's talking about. He's an astrophysicist. That this long oblong shaped thing is acting like it's being guided, being moved. It's like trying to appear normal, but it will change trajectory. It'll move to get around things or to not go into orbit on some of the planets. So it's like, I don't know. I haven't picked anything up on it, but then again,
I've never read on it. Actually,
I haven't tried to.
I've never read on it, but it's interesting from what you described, and thank you for educating me because I didn't know anything about it, just the name. That from the way you talk about it, what I'm picking up is that this thing could have a conscious.
Either it's got a conscious or it's being controlled by an outside conscious. And is it
okay?
I don't know. I mean, it just I've seen several videos with scientists and astrophysicists who are like scratching their heads saying, okay, this isn't normal. Stuff like this doesn't move like that, where they literally have seen like gas implosions coming off of it when it changes its trajectory. So it's like it's hitting the gas or backing off or to move around. I'm like, okay, I don't know what's going on with this thing, but this is wild. So maybe let's throw a card or two on it and just see what we get. What you getting? I see that look on your face. I'm learning to read Nate's expressions.
When I do that in a personal reading, and the person's like, "Whoa, look."
Okay, wow, I just got 3 reversals in a row. Know how any of this relates to that.
What is this?
This makes absolutely no sense. I don't even want to read those cards. They make no sense.
It's very complicated.
Yeah. It's like, what the heck does that mean? And I don't want to have to get up and go dig out my galactic cards. I know they're in there somewhere, but well, that didn't help.
I can get started if you want, Sherry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. The first card I got is the papyrus, meaning something about old times. And then I have eternity. So it feels like there's a time element with this thing, like it's come from the old times, and then it's going far in the future. It's almost like this is something that is timeless, because I feel like this is strangely like there's no notion of time about it. What is very strange to me, that's why I was like making a face, is I got the thunder.
Ooh.
So yeah, that's why. So is there gonna be, I know it's been from your description, being prevented any kind of accidents But is there going to be some sort of accident in the future? Because that feels like there's some sort of encounter or incident or accident, which I find interesting and scary at the same time.
Yeah. I've only heard, like I said, I've caught videos off and on about it, but I haven't really looked at it.
Thor, yes, Juniper Vale. Like it's almost like what's gonna happen? Like the thunder, it's bumping into something. There's like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe you get the other half of the story here.
Yeah. Well, I got first thing I got was Windows to the Soul.
Mhm.
It says your purpose and truth. So is this going to help open up those windows of the soul for people? I mean, is that a possibility? Is it's looking to open up its windows of the soul by traveling here? That could be too. Um, then I got shift in perspective. A little different. Yeah, it's a little different, all right. I mean, it doesn't behave like anything we've ever seen come into our universe. Um, and then I got lunar illumination, reveal the hidden. So, and this is in the future position. So perhaps there's something that's going to get illuminated for us that we're going to suddenly think. I know a lot of us have felt like the ETs are going to be coming home anytime in the next few years, that like people are going to really awaken to the fact that,
Yeah.
yeah, they're there and you don't have to be freaked out about it. Could this be a catalyst for opening that door to bringing it all to everybody's like, oh, wow, there is life out there?
Yeah.
Because everything I'm getting here looks like it's all a matter of opening ourselves up to new ideas. Our perspectives, how we look at things, have to shift just a little bit in order for it to be illuminated and the truth to come out. Um,
The timing is very
that's,
interesting.
yeah, yeah. That's another thing with all that's going on right now. The timing is like, are they showing up to say, hey, get
Wake
your
up.
crap together before you lose it all? Or because y'all got to remember, the Earth is going to be here no matter what happens, unless it blows up. It's not going anywhere. We, however, can become extinct and no longer be here. I've never seen that happening, but I know I've heard people say that's a possibility. So,
So many species are extinct, right? So many species are extinct. So as everything's possible. I don't see it
yeah,
either, but
exactly. Exactly. So I don't know. I feel like we're going to learn more. I get the feeling from the scientists that I've been watching on it that they are tripping on this because they're like, they can't figure out what this thing is. And um, I mean,
I,
something that changes speed and changes direction tells me it's being controlled by something. It's being guided, directed.
if you feel like it, Sherry, I would ask your pendulum, does it have a conscious? Yes or no?
Oh, 31 Atlas. Does it have a conscious? Does 31? Yes, it does. Is it the object itself has a conscious? No. Is it an outside force guiding it that has a conscious? Yes.
Okay.
Well, that was very, it's like, it freaks me out when it literally stops and changes direction. It's like, oh, okay. And I just got this in this week to use when I try to meditate. I
Oh,
got it off of Amazon for $1. I'm like, oh yeah, that's kind of cool looking. That's a geometric
yeah.
shape. Damn, that thing was sharp. It's got a point on it. Um, so yeah, the pendulum saying it's got a conscious, something conscious is guiding it.
Yes.
So perhaps it's a probe, something being sent to gather information, and who knows how long it's been traveling. Their concept of time may be totally irrelevant to our concept of time. I mean, we know that's true with spirit, with when you once you get into the other realm, time doesn't exist really. I mean,
Yes. No.
there is no time. I mean, so perhaps this is coming from something that time doesn't affect them. They
Yeah.
just do what they do, and it's a trip. I don't know. It's trippy. It's something to think about.
Yeah.
Something to think about. Um, okay, thank you, Donna, for that question and making us all go, Uh, let's see. Miss Babette, thank you for your donation. And happy birthday. Tomorrow will be her birthday. Will I be able to retire in 2 to 3 years? What do you see for my future? Everybody be sure to wish Babette happy birthday. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, the first thing I got was lunar illumination. So things are going to get revealed to you. Um, as you move forward towards your future, you're going to start having thoughts, ideas, opportunities are going to open up for you. Um, and then I got Phoenix's ashes, destruction. So whatever it is, something has to be done away with in order to let the new in. You got to get rid of the old. Think the tower. It's got to all come tumbling down to rebuild and move forward in your life. Because then I got stellar gateways. Take a leap forward. Is that what it said? Yeah, take a leap forward. So you got to have this in order to get this. And once it as things get illuminated, that's let me see. Will Babette be able to retire in 2 years? Yes. So it's saying 2 years.
Yeah, I
That's what I
think
got.
so. Yeah, I got the 10 of Pentacles. You'll have the money financially, but I would add, and I get the initiation, which is this new beginning. I just get this sense, though, that I wanted to share that your current situation with your work, where I feel like a sense of pain and unhappiness. I got silence as well. Are you not really happy where you are right now? I feel like there's a sense that this current work or this current situation is just kind of like shutting you down. So yes, you'll be able to retire in 2 to 3 years, but I have more of a question is how are you going to handle this in the next 2 years so that you don't feel trapped the way you are? Because I feel like your preference will be to retire sooner rather than later. And so I feel like you need to find a way to manage those 2 to 3 years, because I get the sense of a bit of heaviness around it. And so 2 3 years or 2 years is a long time not being super happy or feeling shut down. So how are you gonna manage this? And I feel like there are ways, but I think you need to do something so you feel more balanced. So just a little bit curious about that.
Very good. All right. Thank you, Babette, and thank you for your donation. That's awesome. I appreciate that. All right, the Juniper Veil. There are new positions opening in my company concerning AI. We've been talking about AI a lot today. Should I look into heading in this direction? I heard yes, very clearly.
Yeah. Yeah, success.
There you go. Absolutely. I got that sacred geometry again. Seeds of creation. That's very much a yes card in my book. I mean,
Yeah.
and you're talking AI, that's sacred geometry. So
The sun. Okay.
yeah,
No questions.
that's it. You've got nothing but yes cards here. So yeah, I would say start reading up on it. Learn as much as you can so that when you go in for that interview, you know exactly what you're talking about.
Yes.
And because that's who they're looking for, is somebody who knows what they're talking about. Um, let's see. I know we're almost out of time here. All right. Sabrina asks, please ask the guides, mine and yours, if I'm on the right path with this new business. Is there anything they want me to know about this new path moving forward? It's outside.
I'll get started if you want, Sherry.
Yes, sir.
I feel like you're absolutely on the right path. The Queen of Cups, this is your emotions, emotionally attached to it. The Nine of Cups is the wish card, complete alignment. The Ten of Pentacles, this is the money coming from the business. The root is the Tree of Life, which is your name, which is quite interesting that you got this card, which is a lot of that connection. So you couldn't be more aligned with this because it's actually have that. I would say though, with the Two of Swords, there's some sort of hesitation, and the fact that you asked the question obviously kind of indicates that. What are you afraid of, or why are you hesitating? It feels so strong, especially with this card here, but all of them, it feels so strong. But I sense that there's an hesitation. Is this hesitation a fear? And that might be like an imposter syndrome kind of thing. Then if that's what it is, then you have to work on that. Just identify as a fear. If it's imposter syndrome, identify as such and then deal with it, but don't move away from the course, because the course leads you to a complete success. So there's maybe a little bit of work that you have to do to understand where is that hesitation or fear coming from, and just deal with it, have an answer to it, so that it doesn't distract you from your success, because you're on the road to success.
Yeah. The first thing I got was wisdom seeker, a quest for knowledge. So make sure that you read up on all the opportunities, all the advantages, all of the alternatives that would be available to help you grow this business, that you're pointing in the right direction. Because sometimes you could be generally pointing in the right direction, but you're not specifically on that right little path. You know, maybe you're off a step or you've overstepped. So make sure you ask your guides to help keep you focused on the exact path you need to be on. And then I got Radiant Sun Life Force. So that's telling me Radiant Sun. I mean, that's telling me, yeah, this is a good business, whatever it is that you're starting or that you're doing. Um, again, keep your focus of exactly what it is I'm doing, who's going to benefit from it. Is it going to take me 5 years before I start making money off of this and can survive, or am I going to grow and be able to be self-sufficient with it in no time? You know, and then the last card I got was the Five of Pentacles reversed, and this is talking about recovery from financial loss. So whatever it is that you've been dealing with, this is going to help steer you in the right direction, and it's going to financially cover what's already been put into this. You're going to be able to pay the bills with this. But I get really positive with these two. That you're headed in the right direction. It's just a matter of daily getting up and asking your guides, make sure I stay on the right path today. Close my mind off to any paths that would not be a good opportunity for me. And then be willing to look and respond to those little things that Spirit's going to put in your path and tell you, stop, you're going the wrong way, or yeah, keep going. Because they'll put all kinds of little things that we think have nothing to do with it. But if we think about it, then, oh, that makes sense. If I go down this way.
Good, Sabrina. Good.
So, what did she say?
She says this is so exciting. I've been getting a universal kick in the pants to get on with this. Awesome.
There you go. Yeah. You just got more clarification for that right here. So 105. Do you have time for one more? Okay.
And maybe we take Shirley. She made a donation. You want to take that one?
Yeah. I've been trying to do. Thank you, Shirley, for your donation. And Bella C also made a donation. Thank you very much for your donation.
Will I be
Hey,
able?
when you go, call me up and take me with you. I've never been there, so
Me neither. Will I be able to
uh,
spend time in my condo in Kuala Lumpur?
will Shirley be able to spend time at her condo in Kuala Lumpur in 2026? Oh, yeah, I'm getting a really strong yes. I'm getting a really strong yes for that. Oh, Lord, what has that idiot done now?
It's almost like you really, really want to. I got strength here, but I feel almost like there's been in the past a series of situations that prevented you to go, and I felt like you feel bad about it. Like maybe you wanted to, and then for some reason, I keep getting the feeling that you wanted to, it didn't happen. You wanted to, it didn't happen. Something happened that prevented you to go. So it's almost feels like it requires some sort of push to make it happen when it shouldn't be, because you should be able to spend time, but there's some sort of a challenge, a block, a difficulty in the past that you're trying to get this resolved, and there's something that needs to be activated that is not that easy. So it's a yes, but it requires you to resolve something, and that resolution requires a little bit of effort around it. So it's yes, but somehow there's like a little push.
Yep. And I drew a card for it as well. I got Path of Progress, Self Betterment. So that right there tells me that, um, yeah, I mean, the pendulum already said, yeah, you're going to go spend time there. And while you're there, that's going to be part of your progress, part of your spiritual path that you walk. I mean, that's
Agreed.
a very energetically spiritual place, from what I understand. So there could be some real connections you make with your guides when you get there. Um, yeah, I just feel very strongly. Yeah, you need to go. I just got a news bump. Trump goes psycho on Saturday and orders military invasion.
Oh boy. Oh, he's
Oh,
sent
yeah.
to Portland. I
Do what
just
in Portland?
to Portland, Oregon.
Oh, is that where he went to with it?
He's saying that he's protecting ICE facility he claims are under siege by Antifa and other domestic terrorists. How crazy is this?
The man is quite literally losing his ever loving mind in full view of everybody. And his people just, you think that they would be keeping him away from the camera or just let him talk to dummy cameras and think he's talking to the press. Um,
I know.
that's crazy. I'll have to watch the news brief on that.
Yes.
Um, so that's another thing, y'all. Start picturing in your mind how you want this country to be. You want universal health care. You want free public education that's actually fully funded. You want police departments of all varieties properly trained to deal with mental issues so that it's not pulling out a pew pew with just every little instance that happens. And on and on. Just seriously start thinking about, if you could have this country be the best country it could be, what would it need? What do we need to do? Start adding that to your manifestations.
Yes.
I've started doing that.
Yes.
You know, I want to see us with universal health care, free health care for all. We don't have to worry about it. We just, when you go to the doctor, we go to the doctor. We need medicine, we go to the pharmacy. There are the dogs that's telling me it's time to wrap it up. Sorry, y'all. It's a little loud. Thank you, Nathe. Was there something else there you saw you wanted to look at?
No, this is funny because Phyllis, just when you dog barked, had a question about dogs. So it
Oh,
just made me laugh. It's almost like the spirits of the dog say yes, yes, yes. You know,
yeah, Sabrina, we must focus on what we
what we
want,
want.
not what we don't want. Very, very, very true. And Jerry says, my dog is barking at yours. Her dog's gonna hear our dogs barking over here, and now they're barking. So yeah, that happens a lot. Sometimes we hear the dog upstairs and the lieutenant's upstairs, and mine will start barking. I'm like, what the hell are you barking at? They're upstairs. You don't know what's going on up there. But you know, he don't care. Well, thank you, Nate, very much for joining me
So
today.
it was
We
so amazing, and I appreciate always being on your channel. Please, please help Sherry by subscribing. She is so close.
almost
And I just want to be on that 10,000 party. Better have that party going.
Oh
So
yeah, we're gonna have a one hell of a party. You better believe it. So we have everybody coming on, yeah. And we will be back on the 11th, and we will be on Nate's channel for our
for
deep
deep
dive.
dive,
And then we'll do our date with Nate the following Saturday after that, because Nate will be out of town
the
on
following.
our regular time that we would be meeting. So and then on the 1st of November, we're going to do a Halloween party for all the members for both of our channels. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And it will be on Zoom, and I will send a Zoom link, and everyone can join in. You can be on camera, you can be off camera. This won't be recorded. It's up
Yep,
to you.
just
Yes.
whatever you want to do, you got it. So it'll be a lot of fun. We'll have a blast. And y'all have a great weekend. Enjoy your time off if you get weekends off. If you have to work, I'm so sorry. But you'll get other days off when I'm working. So, you know, it works
It's
out.
fair.
Yeah, it's fair for most people. Come back tonight at 10 o'clock for the slumber party, and you can get your naughty or nice card drawn. And if you have a
What,
question we weren't able.
sorry, Sherry, to interrupt. Usually I can't watch because it's way too late for me. But I'm just curious, the ratio of kind versus naughty. Do you get more naughty or do you get more
It
regular?
depends on the week.
Ah,
Some weeks I get more naughty requests. Some weeks I get more nice card requests. And some weeks I get a lot of, well, whatever you feel,
I see.
dealer's choice. So then I just go with, I have a couple of naughty decks that are not too bad. They're kind of like just over the line a little bit. And so I'll use those. But it's just have fun. And Bobby Wild Raven Tarot will be with me tonight. He'll be my co-host. So that'll be fun. And we will see Nathe tomorrow for his shows.
Yes.
Be sure you're there. And we are, yes, Maureen, you sure are. You're one of my first members. And so y'all have a great weekend. Have a great afternoon.
Yeah.
I get to go cook now. So
Okay. Have a good lunch.
Actually, I get to go run to the grocery store now. I cook later. And y'all have a good afternoon. Love to everybody. And